Imperator herrscht über einen ganzen Planeten.
Er verliert ihn.
Er bekommt einen viel reicheren.
Den wird er auch verlieren.
I think you did such a great job. She's a very interesting, very difficult to portray character, and I think you did it so well. It looked so effortlessly, and I was just wondering, how did you prepare for this role?
It wasn't effortless. And thank you so much. I'm so happy you liked it. It was such a natural process of listening to Denny speak about a book and a film that he wants to create and has wanted to create since he was 14 years old. And then on top of that, the character is very, very described in the book. Some films you get the possibility to just throw in your own emotions and ideas. This is not that film. I would activate her and I would bring as much as I could, but this is Denis' movie, his characters.
Fremden.
Sie kennen die alten Sprachen?
Ich weiß über vieles Bescheid. Ich weiß, dass du eine Waffe in deinem Gewand versteckt hast. Wenn du mir etwas antun willst, so muss ich dich warnen, was du auch versteckst. Es wird nicht ausreichen.
In the movie, you have to wear this suit in the Abu Dhabi desert. You have to wear contact lenses. What would you say was the most difficult task on set?
Just be relaxed with all of that. But the wardrobe department did an amazing job. And those still suits seems very heavy, but they're not that much. I mean, you can move, you can be comfortable in there. Also, in the conditions that we shot in the desert, we were protected. We were not under the killing sun at the worst time of the day. We were shooting at certain hours where it was less hot. I think the most challenging part was to play the part and be as truthful as you could. But that's the fun of it as well.
Josh, I wanted to ask you a different question. Because you worked with Denis before, what's the difference between working with him on Sicario and on a movie with such big scales and such huge sets?
I just think, I think it all feels like, even though, his movies are masterful in their own right, there's still a trajectory of obviously bigger and bigger and bigger scope and more challenge. It would be like the same thing as an actor. You're like, okay, I've done that. Now I want to try this part, and it's almost like you start over again, but you still have the skill of what you've done. It felt like he did all those movies to do this movie, because this has always been an obsession for him. It's always been something that's been in his mind. It's always been a dream of his to be able to do it. So Sicario, even though in its own right was a really great experience, still felt like we were in school together in order to finally do this.
Ich bin halt wohl nicht in der Stimmung.
Stimmung?
Ja.
Was hat die Stimmung damit zu tun? Du kämpfst, wenn es nötig ist, ganz gleich, ob du in Stimmung bist. Jetzt kämpfe!
You don't really look too much like yourself as the Baron. So I was wondering how much of that was CGI and how much was makeup and costume.
Well, nothing was CGI. You always lose something if you do a character CGI. So we did this for real. I spent 8 hours in the makeup chair in the morning, and it was important. You said I don't look too much like myself, but you can still see it is me. I can still express myself with my face. We had to find a way to move in that enormous body, because I wanted him to move in a rather sensual way, almost feminine way, and all this is just to make him more human. Because he is a monster, but we have to understand that the most dangerous monsters in the world are human.
At the very end, I was kind of sad because I was ready for more. Would you be willing to go for part 2?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't think anyone in this cast ensemble, behind the scenes, wouldn't want to do another one. I can't wait. I hope. It's a domino effect, isn't it? We'll see what happens.
Well, it's only half the story from the first book, so it's natural that it should come a second one, and I think Denis wants to make a second one. I think they're probably waiting to see if they can get their money back on the first one first. It's a long and difficult process. Even the writing has to be tailored to Denis' way of telling a story. You can't have a sort of a normal like a writer's factory that just this is how we do films, and they put it together and all the information is in the text, because the text is not that important, because everything that he does that gives this atmosphere and everything is in the images. It's real film, it's not television.
Eines Tages wird eine Legende geboren. Die ganze Zivilisation hängt davon ab.
Die Zukunft. Ich kann sie sehen. Ich darf keine Angst haben. Die Angst tötet den Verstand.